From Woodbine, the 9 of Tony Kerger will be to the inside of row number 3. And from Dunlap, that's a 14 of Justin Reitz to his outside. And rounding out the field from Dow City, that's the 18 FP. That's Foxtrot Papa. That is Gavin Miller. I hear some cheering for Gavin Miller. Green flag is out. We are Sport Compact Racing. 7 for 6, folks. 7 cars, 6 laps. As it is going to be Mark Lamer out to the early advantage as he gets around Justice Limoges. Now here comes the 712 of Volkert. He is going to not only get around Limoges on the high side, he's going to open the door for the 9 of Kerger as well. Lamer followed by Volkert, Limoges, Kerger, and Reitz, your top 5. Gavin Miller and Tanner Beam round out the field. Volkert now working on the 55L of Lamer. Meanwhile, you've got a 3-car dance for 3, 4, and 5. That is going to be Reitz, Kerger, and Limoges. As we're 2 down, 4 to go. Oh, Justin Reitz to the inside of the 712 of Volkert. Trying to see if there's any way to get by him. Justin Reitz trying to make some money moves out there. Unfortunately, Volkert just cannot let him by. And in fact, this last lap, Reitz lost a spot to Tony Kerger. And now loses another one to Justice Limoges. But as we got 2 laps to go, it's still Mark Lamer. Correction, new leader, Levi Volkert takes the lead by 1/10 of a second. And yellow is out. Levi Volkert leads him through 3 into 4. Brian Broderson drops the green, and we're back to racing. 2 to go. Down into 1 and 2, and Justice Limoges goes from 3rd back up to 2nd. But how long is Limoges going to keep it? As here comes Kerger back around him on the high side. That's going to open the door for Justin Reitz. Is Justin going to be able to capitalize? As the white flag comes out, it is still all Levi Volkert. As they fire it off, it's going to be Kerger in 2nd. He tried to make a run to the inside of the 712 of Volkert, couldn't quite get it done. Now he's going to take a look one more time. Not going to happen. Levi Volkert's going to win. Tony Kerger in 2nd, followed by Justice Limoges, Justin Reitz, and Gavin Miller round out your top 5. And if you listen closely, you can hear a sound from the south as it's Kelsey and the boys going nuts because Daddy's on the track. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a double 6-pack, 6 cars, 6 laps. Final heat race for the compacts. Then we'll move on into sport mod heats and then follow it up with your stock car heat races. Stock cars are getting over $1,000 to win tonight, courtesy of Smithfield Foods. We are green with heat number 2 of the compacts. And it is going to be Kane Malberg with the early advantage. Cody Gordon trying to stay right with him. Here comes Trent Reed. As here comes Shannon Malberg, started dead last, going to work on Reed. Give him 3rd, trying for 2nd. At the line, didn't quite have it, but he is sitting solidly in that 3rd place spot. He's high, wide, around the outside. Give him 2nd. Now it's going to be a Malberg battle royale for first and second as Kane has the lead. Here comes Shannon. Shannon, like a rocket shot, goes to the high side. Kane able to battle back that time around, but ladies and gentlemen, 6/1000ths of a second was the difference. This time, however, Kane not going to be able to hold him off as Shannon Malberg, new race leader. Again, Shannon followed by Kane, Cody Gordon, Trent Reed, Dylan Houston, your top five. They're going to be coming down to the green, hanky in the air, 2 laps to go for your defending track champion, Shannon Malberg. As he now currently has a 1.4 second advantage over his brother Kane. Kane, the 2021 track champion here at the Crawford County Speedway and 2021 national champion for all of IMCA. White flag is out, 1 to go. And Shannon with a healthy lead, 2.149 seconds. Meanwhile, we got a battle brewing for second as Cody Gordon going to go around the outside. And he is indeed going to take second place from Kane. But Shannon Malberg's going to win. Cody Gordon second, Kane Malberg third, followed by Trent Reed, Dylan Houston. That is your top five. On the pole from Manning, Iowa, that is the 14 of the juggernaut, Jake Sacco, to his outside from Galva. That's the 66, the Galva go-getter, Mike Vondrack. Row number 2 to the inside from Dunlap. That's the 1R of Craig Reitz, and to his outside from Harlan, the 19Z of Zeke Hillgardner. The Smithfield 10 from Denison, Mike Stapleton to the inside of row number 3 and his outside, rounding out the field. That is from Polk City, Iowa, the 8M Austin Miners. Stock cars are green. It is going to be the juggernaut sliding from the bottom to the top across the groove. Meanwhile, you've got Vondrack and you've got Reitz right there. They're 3 wide for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. As they come down, it is going to be Sacco leading the lap, followed by officially Vondrack, Reitz, Miners, and Stapleton, top 5. Austin Miners now looking to the outside of Craig Reitz. That is for position number 3. That is the only battle on the track as of right now. Austin Miners trying to get by Reitz and get to the back bumper of Vondrack as Sacco goes from 0.6 of a second lead to 1.1 second lead. Oh, a little slip up by Miners. That's going to allow Reitz to get back by him. And here comes the Smithfield 10 of Stapleton. Stapleton trying to get to the inside of Miners. That is for positions 4 and 5 right now. Can't quite get it done. Miners is going to shut the door. They'll be coming down to cross flags this next time by. It is still all the juggernaut Jake Sacco. He is leading, followed by Mike Vondrack, Craig Reitz, your battle for second and third. And then you've got Austin Miners, Mike Stapleton battling for 4th and 5th right now. Again, Sacco, along with the rest of the stock car class, shut out of last week's $1,000 to win show by Wahoo Mike Albertson, who is in the house tonight. So it's going to come down to, will someone be able to dethrone Wahoo, or is Wahoo walking out here with $1,000 in his pocket for the second week in a row? Reitz again trying to look to the inside of the Galva go-getter of Vondrack. Same way with Stapleton looking under Miners. Neither one can get anything done though. 2 laps to go. Oh, and caution's out. Old Jacques Debris in the top of turn 3, ladies and gentlemen. And at the time of the caution, Craig Reitz was ahead of Mike Vondrack. They are going to count that lap, so it's going to be the juggernaut, Jake Sacco, followed by Craig Reitz, Mike Vondrack, Austin Miners, and Mike Stapleton, with a green-white checkered shootout coming here at the Crawford County Speedway Corral. As the RPMs come up, the green comes down. We're racing with 2 laps to go. Sacco's going to lead him down into 1 and 2. Craig Reitz hot on his tail. Then it is Vondrack, Miners, and Stapleton. Sacco holding a pretty wheel. White flag coming out this time by. Jake and Amanda less than a month away from having a kid, so he really could use the $1,000. Daddy needs to buy diapers. As down the line, drag race is going to go to Sacco. Jake Sacco wins. Craig Reitz second, followed by Mike Vondrack, Austin Miners, and Mike Stapleton, rounding out the top 5. Wahoo! Mike Albertson, and his outside. That is going to be from Breda, the defending track champion, the 92B of flying Brian Blessington. Third and final row is going to see Trey Klein in the double OK from Schleswig to the inside. And from Whiting, Iowa to his outside, that's 29V of Heath Vandenbosch, who still needs to change his MRP profile because it's not Vandenbosch Heath, it's Heath Vandenbosch. I swear I think he did that on purpose. Just saying. Anyway, 8 more laps to go, and heat race action will be wrapped up on Smithfield night. We are green. It is going to be quite a battle up front. Van Horn leading the way by about a half a car length. Here comes Nichols. Right behind him, it's Blessington. It is Albertson. It is everybody under a blanket except for Heath Vandenbosch, who unfortunately is calling no joy, pulling a pit side. He is done for the heat race. Blessington gets around Nichols. Now goes to work on the 33 VH of Dirty Dusty Van Horn. It's Van Horn, followed by Blessington, Nichols, Albertson, and Klein, your top 5. Wahoo and Nichols going at it for 3rd and 4th right now. Mike Albertson was up at the Kossuth County Speedway in Algona last night, running with the Dirt Crown Summer Series. Had a little bad luck as he ended up finding himself the wrong way on a one-way. Looking for a little redemption tonight. But up front, it's always great to see this guy come back because he is always a competitor when he unloads that car. Dirty Dusty Van Horn leads another lap as we're halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. Well, Blessington was catching the back of the 33 VH. However, this time by, it goes from a half a second to 7/10 of a second. A 20.694 for Van Horn to a 20.912 for Blessington. And the distance grows. Meanwhile, Albertson has dispatched with Nichols. He is now sitting in that 3rd place spot. As we got 2 laps to go. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. White flag in the hands of Chief starter Brian Broderson. This time he is going to wag the laundry. Through 1 and 2 one more time. Van Horn holding strong into 0.689 of a second lead. He's going to go through 3 and 4. Welcome back to the Crawford County Speedway. Dirty Dusty Van Horn. He's going to pick up the heat race win, followed by Flying Brian Blessington. Wahoo Mike Albertson, Mike Nichols, and Trey Klein rounding out the field. Gavin Miller able to exit the track under his own power. Dylan Houston, unfortunately, not so lucky. Same with the 35 of Kale Kaczynski, as he is going to have to be pushed back to the pit area. Not sure what's going on with that car. Well, okay, we just lost 2 more drivers. We'll start off as 13, ended up as 12. Now we're going to have 10 cars, 10 laps. Correction, 9 cars, 10 laps. Sport Compact A feature. Original start, scene 1. Take 2, action. This time Broderson drops the green and we are compact racing. As it's going to be the 14 of Reitz sliding up. Oh, if he would have done it a half a second sooner, he might have been able to shut the door on Kurger. But as it is, Kurger side by side with Reitz. As it comes down, who is going to end up leading lap number 1? Give it to Tony Kurger by 0.4 of a second. Kurger with the lead, followed by Reitz, Volkert, Gordon, Trent Reed, your top 5. As they're 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Gordon on the high side, you got Shannon Malberg in the middle, and Reed on the bottom. Oh, mama. Malberg goes from 6th to 4th, gets the 2-for-1 special. And now he's looking to the inside of the area code 712 of Levi Volkert. That would be for 3rd. Meanwhile, Tony Kurger, 0.6 of a second lead over Justin Reitz. It is Tony Kurger with the lead. A pair of Malberg Motorsports cars tracking him right behind in the form of the 14 of Justin Reitz, the 22 of Shannon Malberg. Levi Volkert tumbles back to 4th. Cody Gordon sitting in 5th. Then it is Trent Reed, Chris LaFoy, Justice Limoges, and Tanner Beam rounding out the field as they're going to be coming down to the crossed flags this time by as we are 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. Your IMCA Mach 1 Sport Compact feature presented by Culvers and Carroll on Smithfield Foods Night. New leader, Justin Reitz. Reitz will take the lead. Kurger now under fire from the 22 of Malberg. It's been a minute since Justin Reitz was able to visit Van Wall Equipment Victory Lane. I'm sure he would love nothing more than to be able to park it down there. Meanwhile, Shannon Malberg goes to work on the 9 of Kurger. A little bit further back, it's Trent Reed and Chris LaFoy working on each other. That is for 6th and 7th as of right now. Malberg now gets around the 9 of Kurger, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. He's got 2 laps to go this time by. Can he catch his teammate and pass him? Or is Justin Reitz going to pick up another feature victory? First one of 2023 here at the Crawford County Speedway, I might add. Picked up a couple wins last year, finished 2nd in points behind his car owner and car builder, Shannon Malberg. White flag is out this time by 1.2 seconds, goes down to 0.7 of a second. Shannon Malberg is coming. Does he have enough time? He is going to the whip. But no, it's not going to be enough. Justin Reitz will pick up the win. Shannon Malberg 2nd, followed by Tony Kurger, Cody Gordon, and Levi Volkert. your top 5. Make some noise, show them how much you love them. It's your IMCA Sunoco Stock Cars, presented by Smithfield Foods, going for $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, the $1,000 Smithfield Stock Car Special is green. Through 1 and 2, it's going to be Wahoo Mike Albertson with the early advantage coming out of 2. But here comes Nichols. Nichols right on the back bumper. Austin Miners trying to take a look to the inside. Here, ladies and gentlemen, he started 6th. He's currently looking in 3rd as Dirty Dusty Van Horn. Albertson leads, Nichols 2nd, followed by Van Horn, Blessington, and Miners, your top 5. As they're almost 3 wide. Here comes Sacco. Sacco going 3 wide in between Miners and Blessington. Moves Sacco up to 4th. Nichols right on the back bumper of Mike Albertson. Oh, a little bit of a bobble from the 14 to Sacco. Blessington able to get back by as he's going to work on Dirty Dusty Van Horn right now. Albertson out to a 7/10 of a second advantage over Nichols. Oh, and the caution's out to ruin the fun. Debris on the front stretch is a call. Albertson, your leader, followed by Nichols, Blessington, Sacco, and Van Horn, top 5. 3 down, 17 to go. We're back to green. Back down into 1 and 2. It is going to be Wahoo. Oh, a little bit of contact between Sacco and Nichols. Nichols falls back as Van Horn gets around him. Sacco now parks it right on the cush, taking the Mike Albertson line to try and get by Blessington. Not quite able to do it, as Mike Nichols now falls back to 6th. And we've got a battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Sacco down to the inside. Is he going to try the slide job? No. Can't quite get it done. At the line, it's going to be Wahoo. Sacco, Blessington, Van Horn, Nichols, your top 5. Now they're back to 3 wide as Blessington goes to the inside. Sacco in the middle. Albertson to the outside. Albertson wants another $1,000. Meanwhile, Sacco and Blessington say, nope, it's ours. Here comes Van Horn, though. Dirty Dusty Van Horn up into that 4th place spot. Holding off Mike Nichols, although Nichols trying to get back underneath of him right now. New leader, flying Brian Blessington. He had the lead at the line, but as they come out of 2 down the backstretch, it's going to be Wahoo with a half a car length advantage. And once again, here comes Sacco to stick his nose in right in the middle, 3 wide. Blessington at the line still had the lead, 38 1/1000ths of a second between him and second place Sacco. Click, click, boom, got him. Jake Sacco, new leader. Are you kidding me? Jake Sacco and his longtime girlfriend Amanda Bloom, they're going to have a kid in about 2.5 weeks. Amanda took care of stock in the freezer with some tasty Smithfield pork earlier. Can Jake bring home some diaper money? He is extending that lead from 0.3 of a second out to 0.9 as we are halfway home, 10 down, 10 to go. A little bit further back, Craig Reed's going to work on the Galva Go-Getter of Vondrack. That's all going right behind Van Horn. That's a battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Give 5th the Reeds. Uh-oh. As we got one facing the wrong way, facing down the hill in turn 3. I do believe that is Zeke Hillgardner, I believe. The one night I don't bring my binoculars, go figure. Oh boy, boys and girls, buckle up because these last 9 laps are about to get epic. Green is out. We're back to racing. Sacco going to lead him back down into 1 and 2. Blessington going to the high side. Sacco once again parking it right on the cush. Following him is going to be the 3 of Albertson. It's going to be Sacco with the lead. Albertson can't quite catch up to the 92B of Blessington. Sacco and Albertson on the high, scary side. You got Blessington and Nichols on the low side, catfishing. Sacco's pulling away. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are wide open up for grabs. Mike Nichols sticks his nose in the middle of 3 wide. Blessington to the inside, Albertson to the outside, Nichols in the middle. New 2nd place runner, Mike Nichols. Twice this year, Mike Nichols has been defeated by the juggernaut Jake Sacco. Can he catch up to and do battle with Jake Sacco? First, he's got to dispense a Blessington. Blessington trying to get back around on the inside, not quite able to do it. Sacco still leads, 6 to go. Nichols has sole possession of 2nd. But he's got a 2.5 seconds to make up. 5 to go this time by. Nichols loses a 10th that lap. Sacco's pulling away. Four to go. A little bit further back, it is Wahoo, Mike Albertson, and Craig Reitz. That is your battle for 4 and 5 right now. Reitz tried to go to the low side. Wahoo going to pull up off the high side. He'll retake the spot. Rinse and repeats. Oh, little contact between Reitz and Albertson. No harm, no foul. We keep going. 3 to go. And it's a 1.8 second difference. Green high in the air, 2 to go for Jake Sacco. $1,000 will buy a lot of Pampers, ladies and gentlemen. As they come out of turn number 4, white flag in the air. Nichols is coming, cuts the lead down to 1.7. Unless something wonky happens, though, he's not going to have enough time. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Don't worry, little baby. Daddy's got the diaper money. The juggernaut Jake Sago takes the Smithfield $1,000. Mike Nichols in second. Third to Flying Brian Blessington. Fourth to Wahoo Mike Albertson. And Craig Reitz rounds out the top 5.